my purse right now.
And when we got to play, everybody was like we all just said it at the same time. We was like, woo.
Hi, my name is Harrison.
Hi, I'm Del, and you're watching.
You got me on the tip. Guys, you can't be over 40 without white friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to get some of that white privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I love about the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic partnered up with the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm talking about they was giving out checks for
What? Child, this clip.
black sadness. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I still be getting some black sadness.
Okay, clip. I guess we ain't gonna be able to play you tonight because you're tripping, clip. Okay, and I need to get this, honey. I see a net in my studio, and you know what that means? It's something sweet. Like I try to tell people, whenever I see nets, whenever you see nets, something sweet is around, like something sweet spilled. And I know what it is. Something sweet spilled on this coffee. Like I had my coffee in the studio, and child, my dogs stay in here. So I think I was bumping, like right now, one of them just bumping at my leg. And I'm trying to protect them, and then my coffee spilled up, and child, how y'all doing? Thank you for tuning into the Talk Show. First of all, yes, my shirt, yes, my arm. Honey, I have been working out. Most importantly, before what's most important about me working out is that I have been realizing how much I do work out, because sometimes you be in a state of like, I need to do, you know what I'm saying? But then when you realize you already do it, like I walk these dogs all the time. I'm consistently lifting up something these stuff. I'm cleaning, I'm helping people. All of that is working out. But I have been making a straight conscious effort to work out even more. By doing like my planks and all of this stuff. I hope y'all join in on the show. First of all, thank y'all so much for joining in. I hope I will see more people, but I can tell you, I was just listening to the Trump address, honey, and maybe y'all will see this on playback, but the show must go on. I don't care if the president's talking. The only person I'm stopping for is Jesus Christ himself. Okay. And that means when I see him, it's all over anyway. Ain't no laptop, ain't no nothing. Oh yeah, I was just listening to this address chat. Did y'all see somebody got booed out of like, so they was booing Trump? Then somebody kept interrupting, and then they was like, they wind up putting the man out. I don't know who Green is. I'm gonna have to go look him up. In fact, let me look him up right now. Let me just look up Green, who got put out of the address. The presidential address, and let me see who this is, because it looked like I was watching it on my phone, and my phone was small. Representative Al Green, Democrat from Texas, is ejected from. Yeah, honey, it looked like some black men was getting put out, and and they kept interrupting him, and then Trump, of course, Trump like attention, honey. He likes attention and he likes approval. And he started out with all these good results. and saying he did this and saying he did that. And then he had to address it because that was probably the thing that was hurting him the most. He was like, he was like, I don't care if I found a cure for every problem in the world. The Democrats, they would just not smile. It's just not, maybe one day they'll be able to smile. Maybe one day they'll do it. Honey, that just hurt this man. Okay. And they probably said it at the Democratic meeting. They probably was like, don't nobody smile, don't nobody laugh at none of his jokes, because that's how we gonna hurt him the most. Because he mentioned that. Okay, all the good things he said. Now he did mention some of the things he said, okay, which is supposedly done, rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. I'm not mad with that. I mean, this is our country, y'all. And Mexico, that is our brother and sister country. But if it's on our territory, I'm not upset that it's getting named to the Gulf of America. I mean, guys, I have American pride too. Sometimes people will think that as a Black person, you can't have American pride. But this our land. Like, our people built this land with their bare hands. So no, I'm gonna have just as much pride in it, because all the things that they was doing, when you think about the freedom fighters, all the things that they was doing is so we could travel freely, we could eat where we want to, we could drink where we want to, we could go on whatever road. They was doing that for us. I don't even know if I have that in me. I'm sure I have it in me. I definitely got some things in me, but I'm so glad they had it in them. So anyway, so yes, I have pride. So Gulf of America, okay, that gets my vote. Federal workers back in the office. Now, guys, if you're a federal worker, you might disagree with it because, you have better morale. If you can work at home, you can work all the time. But as a person that's calling to one of these federal offices a lot, okay, and don't nobody know what's going on, I need y'all to be able to go get a supervisor real quick. Okay, so maybe not 4 days, maybe let's get a couple days and then ease our way back on in. But I do, back in the day, honey, they'll put you on hold and the supervisor will come grab their phone. Now it'd be like, let me see if I can get someone. Let me see if I can get some. You know what I mean? It's all that. So anyway. But then he said, now here's where y'all got to be spiritually careful at, okay? No, so then he said, ban men from women's sports. Now, executive order to do that. Now, listen here. Now, y'all already know how I feel, so I ain't got to elaborate on it. I'm with it, okay? He said, hire not based on race, it's based on skill. Now, the thing about it, too, is because of our country's history, it's so hard for us to trust white intentions. And this is and I hate to even say it like that, because I have some it's hard to it should be hard to trust whomever's intentions, because that's as Black people, we get disenfranchised by thinking that all Black people gonna do you right and then all white people gonna do you wrong, because that is not the case. And honey, if you're not careful, you could just let in a Black devil that don't mean you no harm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't mean you no good. And you could miss one of the people that the Lord sent that is not Black, who is coming to bless you, because we can't choose who the Lord sends to bless us. Okay, that's why you got to go by character and not skin. But, when I think about who's being hired, and they said they want to hire, they got rid of DEI, which was benefiting a lot of white women anyway. So, hey, it should not be based on race. And the comforting thing is, most Black people who hire up, honey, they didn't get no program. White people was not letting them in unless they was definitely qualified. That is how this country goes. Like, it's programs out there, like it's affirmative action, which is no longer. Then it was DEI, but we was not the ones getting all the benefits of DEI anyway. So I guess it's going to be pretty much the same. You know what I mean? With us getting hired, because we wasn't able to use a lot of the programs anyway. You know what I mean? Like, but I am with getting the role because I deserve the role, getting the job because I deserve the job, not because they need to look like, they need to where are the Blacks at? Okay, her. You know what I'm saying? Then I get in there and then they don't want me in there and I'm only in there for race. But I just keep thinking about, who my word, the racism that be in some white people. You know what I'm saying? And be in some Black people, because child, I have run into That's what I'm talking about. Character and not skin. But anyway, that's the only thing that, it does. I do have a little reservation, but the good thing I can say is, honey, Black people, we have already been taught that we have to go above, beyond, and be so much better to get in the door. And so we work with that knowledge in the back of our head. And so we do get in the door. And when we do get in the door, it's fair and square. Yes, shirt. Shout out to my shirt, y'all. I have been wanting to have shirts that look so much better. Do you understand what I'm saying? I went in this closet. I had my friend Lattell. Y'all got to follow her, Lattell Dorsey. She's a friend of the show, always on the show, but she's a stylist. I volunteered at this thing, and child, at the end of the volunteering, it was this thing for the fire, okay? And they was giving out all these clothes and nobody was going to get them. And so I was like, well, yes, I will go shopping after I volunteered my time. This was the Lord saying, give ye of thy time, and I will give ye of thy 60 pairs of clothes that you could just have. Because I got so many dresses, so many shirts, so many everything. But I had her to come over here and we just had a talk with every shirt in my closet. And I was like, if I even got to think about my stomach in this shirt, like the thing about it too is I have a stomach. Okay. I love my stomach. Every time I'm naked, I be like, some man, my husband is going to be the luckiest man in the world. I love my body. I love the way it's shaped. I love even having a stomach, but I want to make sure it's camouflage in the clothes. So I just had a talk with every shirt and I was like, shirt, if I don't feel like you a real friend, I got to give you the X. So anyway, so yeah, okay. Then say so I think that's all I said. You see, I'm looking at my board, child, what I write down. I got to write down my thoughts. Oh, he said he was ridden the electric vehicle mandate. A friend of mine has an electric vehicle. First of all, I see somebody in the comments. Knowledge boy, now lot. Thank you so much for joining in, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. He said he was got rid of the electric vehicle mandate. Trump, that is. Okay. I'm not mad with that either, because the thing about it too is I don't want to have to buy an electric vehicle. Now, there are so many benefits to electric vehicle. A friend of mine has an electric vehicle, and just not having to pay for gas and oil change and all of that because the vehicle's running electric. But of course, as the only child that don't like to be controlled, I keep thinking about every time I would rent the scooters. You know how you can rent the scooters out here in the city? Every time I rent the scooters and I go through one of these slow down zones, the scooter automatically slows down itself. And I'm like, I kept thinking that's why I refuse to get an electric car, because I'm like, no, I don't need anybody slowing myself down, against my will. I want to just be able to press the brake. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough for joining this show tonight, but also looking at the show on playback, subscribing. I have gotten so many subscribers. This show has literally been a passion, a love passion of my heart. And I started this show when I got something that I could be passionate about. And I am just so glad to see that it is catching on, that I get comments all the time on the show, on the videos. It's the whole reason why you got to be passionate about something, because you are going to have to withstand you having a very good episode and only 1 view and only 10 views and 100 views and no comments. And I'm just so happy that I had the passion to make it to the other side of, now I'm getting comments, and another thing too is I had to do this for myself, which is to take my eyes off of everybody else's page and just do my own page and let it grow organically. Because sometimes and I know that's exactly what people do, and that's what makes them buy followers and buy this. And I'm like, no, I want to grow it organically because I really want to have the people that like this on the show. So without further ado, my first guest ever on the show, the whole reason I'm even doing the show, her idea, she nudged at me all the time. She called me when Shannon Sharp interviewed Country Wayne, and she was like, I want you to look at that and see how he doing stuff, because you could get, I mean, she's been on me about the YouTube. She has been watching Jessie Wu, and she reports in everything, and we talk every day. And this is my ride and live, my Auntie Gwen. Auntie Gwen is on the show. Yes.
Everybody.
What's going on? We ain't got that many people popping in and out, but people are definitely watching the presidential address. But we just gonna sit and talk because so much to talk about. And let me see where Eddie B at, because I know he said he was watching Trump, child, and let me see where Eddie B at and get him to join in. You there? We live. Okay. Anyway, we was listening to the Trump address. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you to sound on with the Trump address, because I heard you feeling passionate about some of the things. So what was your takeaway from what we did see so far?
When he was listing those ages of the seniors that's on Medicaid, 150 years old? I mean,
no, he wasn't listing the people that's on Medicaid. He was listing the money that's being used. Yes, he's listing the money that they say they're using it for. They say they was using it for people that was 100 and between 100 and 110.
But how many people is that? I can't
Gwen,
see.
that's 2 people.
You're saying there's a lot more.
No, he's saying that they're saying it's a lot more, and he doesn't believe it.
I don't believe it
that's
either.
why they want to, that's why they're trying to say that it's unnecessary. The Social Security is unnecessary. But I had seen this video from Joy Reid. Shout out to Joy Reid. I'm so sorry to hear about your show, Joy Reid. But she was just, it was a video saying, the benefits of like how Social Security affects the taxes, and it doesn't. It's a own little, it's not. It's how Social Security affects the national deficit, and it doesn't, because it comes out of its own fund. They put it to the side, and then they borrow from it. And then she was explaining how they don't charge if a person makes over $132,000, they're only being taxed on the $132,000. So, if they was to just raise the amount that they tax them on, that would raise more money for Social Security off the break. So, that was a video that she was saying. But what else did you think of what you heard?
I didn't look at the whole thing. That's the most I've heard about the Social Security, but I don't know what else he was saying.
Yeah.
About I did hear him say about, why did he keep going back to Joe Biden? He's not in office no more.
Just
do what you do.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, come on, just move forward.
Yeah.
You keep going back to the last administration. What are you doing?
You know what? He go back to the last administration.
It's like you're doing things that hurt the people, is what I'm seeing. And all of these people are protesting. You going against the people.
Hold on. Before you get going, Eddie B just showed up to the party, okay? Eddie B had fallen asleep during the Trump's address.
Wore me out. I listened 15 minutes. I was in a trance. 15 minutes into I was totally awake at 9 o'clock. That's where I was. I was sorry, Auntie Gwen and Dale. Hey.
The man them work hard. You hear? The man them work hard.
Oh, they got their money out of me today, Dale. You hear me? I mean, slavery is back, okay? I mean, I don't understand.
They kept saying America is back, the thing about it too is I like where this administration is going to force us to be. I like that we will have to rely on each other. I like the fact that people are out in the open about them not helping us because we are a nation. We are a $1.3 trillion spending nation. That is enough power to like go ahead, Eddie B.
Look, we really need, okay, maybe we'll get on the same page. I hope that we can get on the same page. The likelihood of us getting on the same page is a bit so.
But why do we have to be on the same page? Like we don't have to think, walk, talk. Like look at Target. Target has lost $15.7 billion from us just deciding to not go in there.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
It seems a bit more. I was telling a friend this the other day. Though we are saying, okay, we're not going to go shop somewhere today, right? I think that what we need to see as a community is us to actually do something. So, okay, we're not shopping at Target today. However, it's, I don't know how many million of us say it's 27 million adults, right? Can 10 million adults put up $100 on that same day to create $100 million, or is that $1 billion? A million times
I
100.
I think it's a billion.
Okay,
yes.
so boom. So take the $1 billion and say, okay, boom, today we're paying all the HBCU students tuition this year.
Now I'm with that.
Okay.
Eddie B, set that up. Eddie B, set that up. Because that is a great idea. Like, we think about spending on Black businesses, and that is the number one Black business to be spending on is the education of our young people. If we had $1 billion going into the HBCUs, that we wouldn't even have to rely on the government's funding. And look, Eddie B, set that up.
Take that money and have them to open businesses. Skip that school. I'm a college graduate too. I'm a master's degree. Skip that school and open businesses.
Okay.
Now, million to do that.
Let's open businesses, but everybody that is meant to work, let's get y'all in the door and work, okay? Because having a business is very hard. So you got to have what it takes to be out here. You literally got to be a business warrior. So there are some people though that can
all that college tuition for what?
Well, the thing about it too is if we're going to pay for it, they don't have it. They don't have the college tuition. If we're going to pay for it, we're going to spend that $100 that day, and it's $1 billion. 110 million people spending $100 a day, $100 for that one day. And if we did it every year, all the students could go for every year.
Well, look at it and just say, okay, well, that $100, right? So that's $100 is for school. This $100 goes to the farmers that's in our.
Yes, that's next month. If everybody did it per month.
Hospitals. This $100 goes towards.
Let's do it.
Hold on, because I'm gonna need to create a banner for this one. I'm gonna need to create a banner for this one. Special banner for this one. So let me just put it up here, guys. Right here. President.
Ooh, we back.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to put another banner up. because you know, gotta start building the cabinet
It's only
here.
possible. It's possible. Anything
Antee
possible.
Gwen for vice president.
No, we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch that around. Antee Gwen for president.
No,
So we can do it. We need a woman
No.
to run.
Hold on.
Anything for president, I'll be the backup. I'll be the
Never
backup.
seen it. We never seen it. Well, you can do it, Antee Gwen.
No,
Come
you
Hold
on.
on. And I just made another executive decision. I'll be the Speaker of the House.
That sounds perfect.
Sounds great. In the order that you first said it, president, vice president, and then
Speaker
speaker.
of the House. 1 second, y'all. Let me, because I got to get the topics on. We only got 35 minutes to get these topics slamming on. No, hold on. I was the first one anyway, so let's do this right here. Guys, if you're just tuned in, I can't thank you so much, especially if you're watching this on playback. Thank you so much to our audience. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit that subscribe button right now, y'all. Right now. And make sure you comment. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank my guests enough for joining me today on the Del Show 2.0. Hold on. Let me get the right setting here, because, you know, these background, where you at? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, there we go, right there. Okay, great. Guys,
we've never seen it.
Never seen it. It's gonna happen. Okay, so let's get this. Okay, so let me show you. So first of all, R.I.P. to Angie Stone. You know, I talked about her on Sunday this weekend. Gwen, what was your favorite Angie Stone song?
Ooh, I don't know. I wasn't really into her.
Oh, really? Lord, Eddie B, was you into her at all?
I mean, I like her voice, but I didn't follow her songs, you know.
Okay.
You know, I like when I heard her on like D'Angelo stuff.
Yeah.
And she did like vocals she partnered with like rappers on some songs.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because let me dispel the myths of her partnering with rappers.
Loved everything about the Bronx, everything about hip hop and the culture of hip hop. But we have forgotten the one element that opened the doors for females everywhere. My group, The Sequence, Angie B, Blondie, and Cheryl the Pearl. We were trailblazers back in '79 when everybody was in the parks. We was on the road with the Gap Band, Confunction, Parliament Funkadelic. We were out there because there were no hip hoppers on the road, but we had a song called Funk You Up. Dr. Dre did it called Keep Your Heads Ringing. Erica did it with Love of My Life. Bruno Mars did it with Uptown Funk. Well, that is the derivative of the song we wrote, which is the first original rap record by a female group. And we were from the South. And it doesn't mean that we are first, second, third. It means that from the South, we laid the blueprint for hip hop, rapping, and singing. Lauryn Hill came and tipped the scales and did what we did and took it to the next level. That's all I'm saying. And they never, ever give us our props. Y'all need to stop that.
Yes. I want to funk you right on up. I want to funk you right on up. Hey, I need to do the go-go version of that.
I liked her voice in that movie with Beyonce and what's the name of that movie? With Cuba Gooding.
What, the Temptation?
Was that it?
Fighting Temptation?
Yeah, I loved her voice in there. I love her voice in there.
She was killing. Grandma used to love that movie. Yeah, she was.
I love that movie.
Like a good soulful person, you know.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
You know, that's a tremendous loss.
Yes, no, it is such a tremendous loss.
I don't understand why she was the only one that died out of that accident.
It was her time. That's it. It was her time. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody else died. They had about 8 of them in there.
If nobody else died, it was her time. Daddy B, don't you even try to come with the conspiracy theory, because that is what everybody is saying with the conspiracy theory with Universal Music. But let me tell y'all what happened just yesterday. Okay, yesterday, I mean, I checked my royalties on Sound Exchange because that's where my albums are, and I had a claim on my music. Now, I had several claims on my music where I had to call the distribution company for my special to say, hi, y'all claimed 100% when my contract is only y'all having 40%. So off the break, if I wouldn't have been checking, these people would be getting 100% of the royalties. So now it wasn't just like, oh, they hit me up like, oh, we are just so sorry. No, I had to hit them again. Then I had to email them again. Then guess what? I had to CC the Sound Exchange people, okay, to now get this corrected. Okay, so now we finally get it corrected. Now I got everything. Now, but there are three things, which is my music. Okay, now my music is aired. Now some other people that claimed royalties on 3 old jokes. Okay, so I'm like, okay, what is this? So I hit the people up again. I hit them in January, then I hit them again. So you see all the things that I had to do for little old me. Okay, if I had a schedule like Angie's, I wouldn't be able to check. You on the road, you this, you that. If you don't have a team like me, I am a person that is about my paperwork. I've always been about my paperwork. But if you just an artist, you write a song, you this and that, you need a person that is dedicated to doing that, because a company will just and also keep in mind, now people are young, so they'll go and they'll fill it out incorrectly, not even meaning to disenfranchise you, but they will do that and just be like, oh, 100% because it's us, because I'm filling it out. Even when I talked to this comedian before she passed away, she did a show with this other comedian. He was helping her to write it. Well, she was on the road and she could not register the show. So he was like, I'll go ahead and register it for you. When he registered the show, he registered as him being part owner of the show, even though he was helping her, and she was never able to sell the show. So this is what I'm talking about. It could be something like that where you need to be pristine on rights, royalties, and on your team being on it. You know what I'm saying? Because people will just claim it, and there'll be nothing you could do, because after there's a statute of limits, a statute of limitations for some of the royalties out there, where 2-3 years somebody could come along and buy your music rights because they've been unclaimed, honey. So that's why that's a little lesson with me yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
me having to CC the major company, you know what I mean, to and call the people repeatedly. I'm having to send you 5 emails over my royalties. I see y'all in the comments. Wayne Payne, you say Angie Stone was so influential to music. She wrote a lot of music for people, and a lot of them did not give her the money or the credit. And it's just so sad. And it's also the reason why, as an artist, sometimes you have so much talent, but the one thing that you have to do is slow down. You got to slow down so you can get the things coming to you. Because other than that, you'll just be cranking them out, honey. And people will be like, yeah, I received. And then you look up and you're the one that's 78 years old and you still going on the road for $100 because your royalties ain't coming in. You see what I'm saying? So in this business, in entertainment, we graduate ourselves. We don't graduate. Other people don't come along and be like, Eddie B, it's time for you to check your royalties now, because your royalties are due to you. We are the ones that graduate ourselves and say, you know what? I could be making more money. I could be making money in my sleep. Let me see what these royalties are. Let me see what this company do. Let me take a meet. We the ones that do that. You know what I'm saying? So RIP to Angie Stone, and God bless her. And let's move on to the different topics. But before we move on, I just want to say, guys, y'all are right now tuned into the Dale Show 2.0 with my Antee, Gwen, and Eddie B. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now, guys. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, moving on, because I saw this video and ooh, my word, I had to just I had
Black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer.
And right after that, he got her phone number because he got the white voice. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's a great answer. That's really like a unique answer.
Don't chastise him. He is doing the Lord's work. Okay.
You want your children to survive. Your children would not be white, ma'am. Okay. You just want some black D and just admit it. Okay. That's the bottom line.
No,
okay.
No, they're being real about it.
I understand that, but they still would not be white children. So you're getting.
No, she didn't say
she want them to be white children.
She wanted to have melanin in their skin. That's
so
what
they can survive.
So they can survive.
So
okay.
That's why
they're harvesting melanin. They're harvesting it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even see, that was a white ghost that just did that thumbs up. I don't know how that got there. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's the last time I'm gonna say something about that. I'm not, you know what?
Wait. So that
don't let them know what you think.
Don't let them know. That prompted me with this question because, of course, this is the Dale Show 2.0 where y'all give me the news. And Latel called today, and she was just talking about all the black celebrities with the white husbands. And so I just had to ask y'all for the first question. Well, not for for the first question. Black celebrities with white husbands, are they pro-black or not? Can they be for the movement? Black celebrities with white husbands, because every time I run into somebody that's like a Dr. Umar, I run into a black dude and he's like a Dr. Umar. He's like a real pro-black guy. I can almost guarantee this man got a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Can they be actually for the movement?
They are just trying to get some sleep, Dale. Okay.
They can't get sleep with a black man. No, Eddie B, you are so right. I used to be a sex slave too when I was married. You can't go to sleep around a black man. No.
Hey, you
no,
up.
no. Black man won't even let you, like, if you do it like this, he'd be like, hey, before you go to sleep. Black men like it, and that's probably why white women like this so much. Because let me tell you something, black men, they like it. They like it out the shower. They like it before the shower. They like it after the gym. They like it before the gym. Honey, that woman is tired.
Hey, we
the
need.
thing is, do you think because I had ran into this white lady, this black lady before, and she said that she had a girlfriend that dated white men, was married to this white guy. And she was like, when I'm married to a white guy, me being married to a white guy, I have access to conversations that I would not have access to without being married to this man. So do you think a lot of them are marrying to get access?
I think you love who you love. Because you really don't get into a marriage. Typically, I don't know about white guys, but black guys, for us to even get to a court building or church or mosque or whatever to be like, I do.
You got to hold up a gun and drag them there.
Please.
You got to be like, we get married.
Coming from a black man. Okay, I believe you.
Yes.
You know what? We gotta love you. Okay.
Yes.
We love you. Okay. That's just like, okay. So I think that it's the environment. It's how we're raised. It's the conditioning. In the last 40 years, we're more similar than we are different. We come up on the same musics. We eat the same foods. We go to the same schools. All of that. So, we're more alike. Similarly, I think that historically there are some differences, of course, but we can't address all of those issues.
And shout out to the forgiveness that they've been able to do, because that's really what you've done is you've conquered forgiveness. Gwen, what say you?
I just say, like when they meet, I think they're attracted to each other, and then once they learn who they are and some of the same likes, then it pushes them forward,
Yeah.
into the relationship. That's what I think.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you just keep going. I like you again. I like you more. I like you more because you did that. I like you more.
yeah,
like
and then of course, I had a homegirl too, and she was just like, black men, She was like, she dates this Jewish dude, and he got his own place. He helped her get her own place. See, and I'm just, I be like, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That can do it, like that can really just, not date with racism in your heart, because my dating pattern is completely racist. She can't get past it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
like what you like, right?
I know.
You like what you like.
But you know what? I seen Serena. She hadn't always had a white man.
So
So
do you think she resorted to white man, or do you think she had some chemistry?
I think she had chemistry. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he had billions of dollars.
I think she had, yeah.
Wait, is it this guy? And see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, when it comes to Eve and Serena, your man got $1 billion. That's when you're not racist at all. When they got $1 billion,
that was attractive to her too. The money, sure.
Let a billionaire white woman love the shit out of me.
Oh dang it! Oh, that a white.
That was a white woman right there that did that thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm out of here. At least 10 years. 10 years with her. Give me some.
Look, hold on. Let's see what the comments said. Okay, the comments. The question was, black celebrities with white husbands, pro-black or not, do you think they can be for the movement even though they have a white counterpart? Because we normally look at that as like, if you're so pro-black, why are you going white? But some of them.
I remember Lauren. Lauren was saying that she was wondering how she's going to continue her pro-blackness with the white man, but she was in love with the white man. I remember her saying that on what is that? Love is Blind.
On Love is Blind.
Yeah. I remember, and her dad was all pro-black. And
I do feel like if you are pro-black and you have different access, you're able to make a dent in it. You know what I mean? You are really able to do some help, but not that they're being like, okay, I'm gonna infiltrate the system. I think most of them are just being like, he cool, he treat me good, I'm a date him, because at the end of the day, you do need great treatment. That's really what
I like
Lauren.
Lauren and her husband as a couple. I do like them, as a couple.
Listen, I like any black woman that with a white man that has and she's happy. I like any black woman with a white man and she's happy. Mm-hmm. Now, black men with white women, get out of here, okay? I just can't see it. I just can't. Somehow, no.
They don't want us to be happy out here, y'all.
That's the joke I was trying to play. You say what?
What I've seen with black men, once they seem like once they get a white woman, they don't even look at a black woman no more. It's what it seems like to me.
No disrespect. I love black women, right?
Okay.
The bone is that some are not agreeable, right?
Oh, okay.
They're just not agreeable.
Okay, and all black men are agreeable.
Well, we're not. We didn't say that. We're just saying that.
No, because that's a satanic. That's what Satan has done in our community. He has convinced a lot of black men that we are not agreeable, even though in order for us to not be agreeable, those guys probably aren't agreeable. They're probably doing things where you're not agreeable. Whereas your lily white woman, you nice and docile and submissive.
And y'all don't. Then you don't want that man anyway.
No.
So it's okay for him to go.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But let's also too, brother, if you gonna go over there, give us back your black skin. We don't need you walking around.
You want the whole organ? You want the whole?
Oh my goodness.
My mama gave me this skin. What you mean?
Your mama is turning over in her grave.
You happy, baby?
Oh my God.
Yes, she has $5 billion. Yes, $5 billion.
Hold on. Okay. You know what? I saw this video too. On here. I saw this video on here. And since we're talking about dating, let's get into the video.
Men should date multiple men. Let's go. It allows you to compare and contrast the attributes and compatibility in numerous men. I don't disagree with that. Yeah. I definitely think women should date, like, date them all.
Had to turn it off. He was about to say date them all, not F them all. Okay.
What's up behind you?
No, Eddie, listen, that's how passionate Eddie V is, and he's got fireworks from his. So here's the question. Here's the question out here. Okay. The question is dating multiple men healthy for Black women?
Yes.
And what characteristics should she be going by? Like, what's the top trait? Because
whatever you like.
What you value? What do you value?
Yeah.
See, I think that Black women should just date multiple men because it puts the other guy on notice that someone else is actually interested in me. So either you're gonna step up or step on.
So
right?
she should be open to tell the guys that it's somebody else out there. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Eddie B trying to get y'all beat up.
No, you're not committed to anyone.
No, I'm just joking.
You keeping it 100.
Yeah, you just dating.
What you want. Because otherwise you're gonna be with this placeholder, and then that's not gonna work out. Then you're gonna go to another placeholder. And then
I agree with that. But I mean,
now go ahead, Gwen.
Yeah, I agree with that because that way you like you said, you can see, all the different attributes from the different guys, and you can just pick one after you've seen them all. That's what I said. After you've seen them all, you can pick one.
Okay, Brains and Booty said. Brains and Booty said. Okay, Eddie.
You don't get
See, not pick, but if
See, the thing about it too is, go ahead, Eddie.
You don't get to pick. We get to pick.
Yeah, but if you picking me and I don't want you, then what?
That's fine. But but you can't choose you're a man who finding for good wife. I got to find her for good wife. It's my respect. You can't be like, oh, you my husband. No.
Oh no, not like that. I'm not
just saying. If we're going with intention, right? So for women, if you say, okay, this is me, here are my values, this is what I'm bringing to the table, then a man who's looking for certain things that he values, I can match my value. Right, or what I value. But if I don't see that, if you're gonna go for anything, then what is there for me to value?
Okay, now the thing about it too is, yes, in a perfect world, you do want to date so that you can have a better choice. But in my world, per se, the time, you have such little time to be, over here. Now, of course, you can make time to be like, communicate with this person, communicate with them, because that's essentially what you have to do online until you meet somebody, that you like. If you date online.
A great woman, a great Black woman once said, people make time for what they want. People make time for what they want. I've been messed up in plenty of relationships. They were like, you make time for what you want to make time for.
Yeah, no, it is true. I'm just saying it's hard to invest in two people, because that's really what it is when you're like if I like usually when I meet two people, okay, right? I meet two people. One is kind of like lackadaisical, and the other one may, but the one, but not one is kind of like he doesn't act lackadaisical, but one is getting lesser of my time because one is coming on stronger, and I really don't be having time for a lot of interaction. So I usually will gravitate to the one that is more in pursuit, is pursuing more. But you're saying to make sure you make time for this other one over here because you need to weigh your options. And that's what I'm saying is when you think about all the things you have to do during the day, that you making plans with this other one, now you got to make plans with this, and it sounds great, but it's time wise, it feels
Well, healthy dating is like, you prioritize. In the ideal world, you say, okay, Wednesdays is my date night. All right, cool. You want to come, we meet, go on a date. We do that Wednesday evenings. Now you got your 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. locked in, and you're doing that. I know, it's tough to be in that.
You like, I got a 6 to 8, I got a 9 to 10.
You do this guy this week, the next guy next week.
I just want to know what
that really wants to pursue you. He gonna box that dude. He's like, nah, give me slim time. Are you serious about blah blah? Yeah, give me slim time.
Eddie, Gwen has a question for you.
Shoot.
What's healthy dating?
Being transparent, actually doing stuff to get to know each other. Like, going to the movies, you don't get to know nobody. Both of y'all sitting there looking at the screen, you're just in the dark, just spending time, but you're not really, you know what I mean? Not unless it's like one of those
talking
artsy movies and then you have a discussion after, that's cool. But
so going out to eat.
Yeah, going out to eat, all of that is just, I think like check out a museum or
bowling.
Go bowling, right? Roller skating, mini golf, ice cream date.
Basically activities, activities where you can talk.
Yeah, where you can talk.
Yeah.
And get to know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so having real conversations. All right. What's your stance on money? You know what I mean? One thing, like when you're out on a date with a woman and some women just want you to take them out and spend money on dinner. And you see this all the time. They want you to spend money on dinner. And the average date is, I don't know, 150, 200 bucks. Right? I can't see you but 4 times. If I see you 4 times a month, I don't like you no more.
But also too why is it $200? Like that's because you don't have to spend $200 on
where you gonna go eat and drink.
Oh, okay. Y'all must have like 5 drinks apiece.
Well, no, I mean if I'm not taking, because you seen that list on social media that they don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory.
That's something that's put on there to go viral. Cheesecake Factory is fine with us, especially happy hour. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we meet at happy hour? I like early dates in the first place. Like, yes, let's do all the happy hours.
Perfectly.
So I guess that wouldn't be healthy dating, spending $200.
It's not healthy for you.
I don't think unless you have a lot of money, I don't think it's healthy either, for the man, because again, if he's got to pay $800 a month, to get to know you, but he doesn't have this huge salary, then even when he has a huge salary, it's still gonna be an
investment that you don't want.
Right. So that's even be like, you know what, I can't really. And so then you start playing
So then you call up your second boyfriend that you suggested, and let's get him on the every other week play.
Please come and take her out. If you could please take her out this week.
And then you like, where's your third choice at? Because you just got two people.
Put me in the rotation.
Once a month with you.
But then if you keep taking that same person out, then you must like her a lot. So that investment, is worth it, I guess. Huh?
So that's one way a person would show that I'm gonna invest my time and my money. And and there are some guys that actually, that do that don't mind necessarily doing it.
Yeah.
But the average guy out here dating in the world, you got to make the most of whatever time you're going to spend. And it's not necessarily about how much you spend on a date. It's the quality of the time. And if you get to know the person. Now, if y'all just like messing around and it's just like on some physical stuff, you got to pay to play. Right? That's just what it is. So, you got to pick your poison. You got to figure out what you want.
Let's get that fourth guy in here on week 4 to get you to decrease expenses.
That's why
your
guys
main
date
girl.
multiple women. The guys date multiple women because 3 of them cook. We don't got to go out. 3 of them cook. And you be like, you know what? I'm going to go get me something to eat. I'm not going to stop talking to this girl because you think you like me. You cost $200 every time I see you. She got a meatloaf in the oven with my name on it. I'm going to talk to you later.
Anything, you almost did what it is. All right, we got to move on to the next subject because we only got a few minutes left. And I got a game to play with y'all for the last minute of the show.
Okay.
But before I move on, I gotta just say this, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. If you're watching this on playback, we do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And do me a favor, y'all, hit that subscribe button right now. Please tell a friend, share this live with 2 friends, y'all, because I'm building it up and I just can't thank you guys enough. My heart is so full. Every week when I see how many subscribers are there, how much y'all watching the videos, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. And thank you to my guest today, comedian Eddie Bryant, my very good friend of 20 years, and my very best friend, my Auntie Gwen, is in the building.
Auntie Gwen.
Okay. So now I want to talk about this. Okay. This is our last subject because I saw this today. Now, y'all know we recently had the fires out here in LA. Okay. And the Palisades got destroyed. So they are rebuilding the Palisades back up, of course, making plans. But I saw an article today in the LA Times where they're making plans to build affordable housing. And the residents said, no, do not build affordable housing. Now, I thought this was crazy until I talked to one of my friends today. And I was like, well, would you have affordable housing in your neighborhood? And of course, she went off. She was like, no, let's put them over in their own like swamp camps or wherever they're going to be at. So that's the question, guys. Think about your surroundings. And here's the question. Would you want affordable housing in your neighborhood? Because many Palisade residents oppose rebuilding with more affordable housing. Right now, the Palisade residents, every building that has affordable housing, they only permit 2 of the units out of the whole building to be affordable housing in the Palisades, where the average home was $3.5 million. So, but when you think about homes that are not would you want affordable housing in your neighborhood? Eddie B, I already see.
That comes with.
No, I'm listening to Auntie Gwen. Auntie Gwen, go first. Go.
No, because that comes with the type of people that's going to be in your neighborhood. That's what that comes with.
I'm
sorry.
The type of people that's going to be in your neighborhood. Okay, now
tearing up your neighborhood, tearing it up.
Because the thing about affordable housing is, I feel like people think about affordable housing and they feel like affordable housing is the project. The affordable housing is not the project. It's for people like me and you that can come and live in these $7,000 a month apartments at a fraction of the rent because we are upstanding individuals.
I don't know. Like I said, the people that come in there. It's a difference. Oh no.
On affordable housing or the projects? Because these are not the projects.
No, I'm
These are
talking about affordable housing.
Okay, affordable housing. So you would not want affordable housing in your neighborhood?
No.
Antee Gwen had to take a lipstick break on this one. Eddie B.
Sorry.
Let's talk to the blackest, most righteous, most sympathetic man of all times when it comes to housing and the black movement and low-income families.
Okay,
what would you say?
I see where they're coming from.
I don't know if they can stay in the Palisades per se.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right? They need an affordable community.
Yes.
Right. Not necessarily okay, so say if you got the Palisades, right?
Basically, Eddie B is saying no, y'all can't stay around him either.
If they got 10 blocks in the Palisades, one of them need to be an affordable housing block in that area, but not.
Then that's the projects. If it's a whole affordable housing block, that's where the project's at. We're talking affordable housing is, because I think that people think about affordable housing and they view it like the project, and it's not the project. Affordable housing is cutting out 2 of those apartments, 16 of those apartments out of 100 buildings to be income-based apartments so that you can have affordable place to stay. Okay, because keep in mind, people that stole, like some of these people that can afford a $3.5 million house, some of these people are self-made and some of these people families stole the wealth. So that's why y'all able to stay here. Okay.
Yeah, well,
so
then let them stay.
So who can afford the affordable houses?
Who can afford Gwen? Basically, guys, Gwen turned into Donald Trump. Get your stuff together.
Right before our eyes.
Oh no!
They gotta go somewhere. They gotta go somewhere.
They gotta go somewhere in their own little community.
See,
don't bring them new
I'm
over
torn.
there.
You said what?
Don't bring them new over there. Y'all never.
No, I ain't never heard of that.
That's on the boondocks.
Jamal is here. First of all, Jamal. The question is, because we got one of the funniest commenters ever. The question is, it was based on many Palisades residents. Now, Palisades got destroyed by the fire. Many Palisades residents who's, had these $1 million homes, they oppose rebuilding with more affordable housing. Now, of course, they ain't got nothing. A whole neighborhood to burn down. And they saying, no, don't rebuild with more affordable housing. But the question is, would you want affordable housing in your neighborhood? Okay, let's go to the
people
comments.
Don't want to live in that bad luck neighborhood anyway.
Okay. And why are we still having to fob this? We've been battling this since the days of Little Richard. Wayne is laughing at swamp camps. Jamal said, I wish it was that easy. He says sometimes it's just love. Sometimes it's just them trying to get an opportunity for a come up. Oh, he's talking about the last topic of the black, the black celebrities with white husbands. A lot of cultures look at a white spouse as a notch on their belt. Back to the subject we talking about with the affordable housing. Okay, Jamal, I'm gonna let you catch up because your live is probably delayed. I'm gonna let you catch up. Now, see, I'm torn, okay, with the affordable housing as well, because see, we have a lot of affordable housing around here, and I do see a lot of, they put the unhoused in these places, and then the unhoused is on drugs, and then they give them money for the drugs with the general relief, then they give them all the food in the want, then they bring the showers around here, but that's for the unhoused, but then they put the unhoused in the hotels. So they out here at night, and one of them just followed me home and was jerking off in mid-daylight. You know what I'm saying? When he was looking at me. So that's what you get. You get the riffraff. But then I went to one of these fancy buildings. Now, this is me, a person that is, even though I'm in business for myself, after you deduct my expenses, I would be considered low income. and qualify for this $7,000 apartment, a building. And people felt just like y'all. No, they did not want me in the building because they did not try to vet me like and look at Instagram and be like, oh, this is an upstandable. They looked at a profile and they looked at a profile of another person that I know who applied for the exact same apartment, and they was like, absolutely not. So they denied us. Now, affordable housing could get me financially ahead, and it perpetuates the wealth gap when you don't get to get in these buildings. But what they're doing is they're protecting their like lily white camp, you know what I'm saying, over here.
You all play Monopoly, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You live on a Monopoly board. You can't be from Baltic talking about give me an apartment on Park Place.
Okay,
Get
but
your ass
Park
off.
Place, Park Place is offering 2 Baltic apartments in their building. And that's why they discriminate, because they feel like the Palisades people. They have discriminated because they don't want to see the Baltic Avenuers over here on Park Place.
There you
But
go.
the Baltic Avenues may just be a financial Baltic and not a mentality Baltic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
but classism is real.
You said because what?
Classism is
Yes.
Yeah, of my experience, I just think that I don't know, it's the mindset. I'm thinking more mindset,
No, and that's what people feel like, because even when I'm coming into my building, which is not affordable apartment, which is not, doesn't have affordable apartments in the building, we are looking at the riffraff outside and we like, close that door, come on now. But I don't know if someone is low income in here. I don't know if somebody's on the program up in here, because the management has done a very good job of just selecting the people that need to be, that's qualified to be in here. But I don't know if they, I'm assuming they do have affordable apartments up in here, but I don't know. But those people who discriminated against me, they wasn't going to vet me on IG and seeing my mindset. They was looking at a specific profile and they said no. And so that's where it disenfranchises the people who are like me, who need to be in affordable apartments, because it, what I'm saying, when you don't, it perpetuates the wealth gap, because now you just spend. So anyway,
yeah,
basically,
I see what you're saying. I see.
basically it's a no for Gwen, guys. She see what I'm saying, but still get those swamp camps out of here. All right. We 7 minutes over. I got a game to play because it's Women's History Month, and the game is called Who Was That Millionaire Mama? A game for Black Women's History Month. Okay. I'm going to give you a very minimal clue, and you will guess who is that Black millionaire mama. We are talking about Black millionaires, historical and current day. Females, because it's Women's History Month, and to me, it's Black Women's History Month. So let me start with an easy one now. Okay. You get a
Oprah Winfrey.
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I didn't know that was a clue.
yes. That is a clue. That is a clue.
Stepman mess up one time. I promise. I get her
Oh my
pregnant.
God. Let me tell you something. Stepman ain't doing nothing. He at home cooking for
Look.
Oprah right now, rubbing one of her
Right
feet by the
now,
stove.
boy.
Okay. That's it. Okay.
He need to write a book.
The second one is, I'm going back into time, is what everyone knows to be the first self-made millionaire.
Madam C.J. Walker.
Eddie B, you is ripping this game right here. Okay. Okay. Now, here's something that may stump you, because everyone thinks this Madam C.J. Walker is the first self-made millionaire, but actually it was this other lady. Who is that?
I can't think of her name.
Her name start with an A. L. What's that lady name? She was light skinned too.
You're close.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna give it to you. Mary Ellen Pleasant. Mary Ellen Pleasant got her money. Guess what? She partnered up with a white man, y'all. Okay, started investing, putting a lot of stuff in his name, would be privy to conversations, and so she started investing, and that's how she made her money. Okay, but then when this man wife died, he took it all from her. But that's all right, boo. You had it. Okay, and you bought $1 million. And you bought everything. Mary Ellen Pleasant.
That's why she got that look on her face. She is tired.
She is tired, honey. These white people wore her out. Okay. And pretending to wore her out because she still used to have to pretend she was a servant. Okay. So this lady was she is the wife of a network founder.
Johnson.
Yes. Sheila Johnson. Started the Salamander Hotels. Okay, left Bob with her money and ran off with the pay. Kind of the first black billionaire. Okay, first black female billionaire, even before Oprah. And now this last one, guys. People don't know about this girl, but she was once considered the richest black girl in America. Okay, and I'm just gonna say, from Oklahoma and part of the Creek Indian tribe.
She's a young girl?
Richest black girl in America. Eddie V, what you think?
Richest young black girl in America from the Oklahoma. She's native.
From Oklahoma. In the time where they was giving out that land.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'ma just put it right here. Put it right here.
Sarah Rector?
Sarah Rector, 10-year-old, has an income of $300 from millions go to a Negro girl. Sarah Rector. She owned some land, and they allowed them to dig for oil on her land. And yep, richest black girl in America. Guys, thank you so much for playing. Who was that millionaire mama? And thank you guys so much for joining me today on the Del Show 2.0. Guys, if you're looking at this right now on the playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, okay? Thank you already for coming to the channel. We do this each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I want to thank my guests so much for joining me. Eddie B, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Antee Gwen, thank you so much. Please let everybody know where they can find you at, Eddie B, and what you got going on.
All right, boom. Catch me at the DC Improv March 16th, Sunday. Get your tickets to the game, man. Come on through. We're going to have a good time. Me and the very funny Ty Davis. You can follow me on Eddie Comedian on Instagram and rock with me. I'll see y'all around.
Yay. And Gwen, let everyone know where they can find you at and how they can follow you.
At Gwendoria, all of them except what's that one by Elon Musk?
Twitter.
Except it's called X.
Yes.
X.
Follow you at Gwendoria on Facebook and Instagram.
My shoe. What happened to my shoe commercial?
Let me put your shoe commercial right here. I will play your shoe commercial after I say, hold on, let me get it so I can get it ready. Let me get your shoe commercial so I can get it ready. Cause we just I can't even open it right now. What I want to say too is, before let me do this. Let me do this. Y'all do me a favor and y'all follow me at I am Del Harrison. Guys, if you need to get in contact with me, it's iamdelharrison.com. And I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today. God bless you. And I will see you again right here next Tuesday on the Del Show. And here goes Antee Gwen's shoe that I will put in the comments so that you can purchase her Italian leather shoe that she designed.
Oh, congratulations, Auntie Gwen. Go ahead with your dude. Yeah.
Yes, Auntie Gwen designed a fly Italian leather shoe.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Auntie Gwen.
Have a
Okay, guys.